So something I would like to see implemented in the pathways to 2025 and beyond is kind of an overhaul of what we consider member benefits. As a seasoned member, I'm well aware that networking, that education, that advocacy, that promotion, those member benefits that we currently offer are real benefits. But as a non-member or as a potential new member, those words, those terms don't carry as much weight as they do with a more seasoned member. And I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and he says, we live in a world where folks, they have to have it now. They want to see real, measurable, tangible benefits. So what I suggest is that we kind of R&D, as we learned in CAI. We rip off and duplicate what some other groups and associations are doing. And as an example, the Michigan Association, I'm a member of that association, they have a negotiated contract with Office Depot Office Max. And it's on printing, it's on office supplies, different things like that. But I'll use this as an example. A couple weeks ago, I went up there, had my printing, it was contracts. I had contracts printed. And I saved, the discount alone saved me almost $100. That one job paid for my membership, the Michigan Auctioneers Association. So you just imagine how many jobs do we do like that a year? How many printing jobs do we have to have done? And how many boxes of paper, how many reams of paper, how many things of toner, things like that we buy for our office. And we're saving that money. That's going to help pay for our membership. Okay, it's a measurable benefit. But if you look at in several of these other groups that I'm a member of, Turkey Federation, NRA, Ducks Unlimited, the Tennessee Farm Bureau, things like that, they all have their own set of member benefits. And for the most part, they're tangible member benefits. You talk about things like airfare discounts, hotel discounts, rental car discounts. These are things that we as auctioneers do, as auction professionals. We could use this. And if it's saving us money, if it's helping pay for our membership, I think it'd make it an even better member benefit. I'll use this example. I'm not saying we have to do this, but this is an example with the Tennessee Farm Bureau. If you go buy a new Ford truck, they have this negotiated agreement with Ford. If you go buy a new Ford truck and show them your membership card, you save $500 on a new Ford truck. How many of us buy new trucks? And I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be Ford. But these are ideas. It's kind of thinking outside the box to where we can give our members, all members, tangible, measurable benefits that are going to help pay for their membership in the National Auctioneers Association. The reason I'm a member is twofold. Okay, in 2007, when I attended auction school, it was in August of that year, I was fortunate enough to get to meet Brian Knox, who was about 2 weeks removed from his 2007 IAC. So right out of the gate, I associated Brian, the IAC champion, and that big trophy with being the best in the auction business. But I suffered from stage fright and horrible anxiety, so the thought of competing was put on the back burner for a long time. But if you fast forward to 2013, this is the second part of that. A friend of mine in Texas had given me a call and was interested in me coming out and doing an auction in Texas. And I said, listen, I'd love to do it, but that's out of my comfort zone. That's out of my wheelhouse, if you will. So what did I do? I did what folks in this modern age do. I sent a Facebook message to a Texas auctioneer, somebody I'd never met. Renee Jones, champion auctioneer was the name there on Facebook. And it just so happens it was in July because she was at a conference and show in Indianapolis. And she said, listen, if you'll get me the information, I'll give you a call on Monday or Tuesday. We'll get this worked out. So I did. So we talked that next week. We talked in like October, September, something like that. But in late November of 2013, I received a referral check in the mail. And I did not see it coming. I was not a member of any association, was just in Puryear, Tennessee, doing my thing. And I received this check. But what that check did for me is the reason that I'm an NAA member, because it paid for my Tennessee Auctioneers Association membership 10 days after I received it. It paid for that first contest that I was fortunate enough to win, that started opening doors for me. It paid for, because folks started talking about the NAA, it paid for that NAA membership the first year. And then, all this was within 3 months of becoming a member, or receiving that check rather. It paid for a portion of CAI that first year. And I guess you could say the rest is history. It's hard to believe it's only been 5 years, but I think that's what folks have got to do to get the most out of their membership. You can't just be a member, okay? Because I've told folks time and time again, if you're joining a church, if you're joining the National Auctioneers Association, if you're joining a local civic organization there back home, just to be a member, don't do it, because you're not going to get anything out of it. You have to get involved. You have to step outside your comfort zone and really begin to reap the benefits. You have to give a part of yourself. It's kind of like gardening. You can't just put the seed in the ground. You have to tend to it. So that's what I encourage any member to do. New member or old member that's just been a dues paying member. Get involved with the NAA, because the sky is truly the limit. It can be anything you want it to be. And I promise you, you will not regret it.